Hey friends, this is Hattie from Honeybee Stampers. I'm hopping on to share some projects from the mini catalog. It's June 30th, it's the last day of the month, last chance to order from this catalog, and there are a few items in here that I just couldn't resist hopping on and sharing with all of you. So this catalog was chock full of awesome stuff, and there were a few projects that I wanted to share with you tonight, but when I went and looked on the online store, they were sold out. So I picked 3 that are still current. Some of the products are current that you can purchase, so that you have an opportunity to grab them if you really like the projects I share tonight. So the first suite of products I want to talk to you about is the Dandy Garden, and I may break this video up into 3 separate videos just to save on some time. So the Dandy Garden suite here, it's on page 24 and 25, and actually on 26 and 27, so it's a rather large suite. We're going to go over it and share what's included in this suite, and I will tell you that this particular bundle, both of these bundles, the Garden Wishes bundle as well as the Dragonfly Garden, are both carrying over in the new catalog. They're actually in the current catalog. So you don't have to worry about missing out on the stamp sets, but what I did want to showcase is the paper. So when I first saw this designer series paper, I wasn't quite sure about the color combinations, but as I had a chance to play with it and as I've seen samples, I just fell in love with this paper. It's so very pretty. So I want to go through some of the pieces in this suite and show you some projects and even do a little project. So those who placed an order with me in the month of June and used one of the host codes that I shared, they are actually going to get the cards that I create tonight for free as a gift from me to them. So I was doing it for any size order this time. Typically for an online workshop, I'll do it for a $35 order. And then I also have an option for a free gift with a $50 order. So for tonight, I'm just going to show you the projects that they're actually going to get in those little card kits. Hi, Jennifer. So this suite of products, like I said, is going to be, some of it's carrying over, which is exciting, but the paper is not. So let me start off with showing you some of the designer series paper. So here are the 6x6 sheets, and actually I'll have to flip them because I don't think I did one of each. And I actually love the colors. I wasn't sure about them, like I said at first, and I love this little bee on there. You'll get 48 sheets of designer series paper. There's 4 each of 12 different designs. So those are the papers there. And then the stamp set that we're going to actually work with today is called Dragonfly Garden, and it coordinates with a punch. So here's the punch here. Set that to the side. There is some twine that I looked online. I just hopped online to see what was still available. The twine is still available, and I love this twine. It's really easy to tie, and it's in a mossy meadow. So even though this is retiring, the color isn't retiring, and this is going to be a great color, especially for the holidays. So check that out. Hi, Pam. And let's see if this is on sale. So we've got 6, 7. Yeah, so it was originally $7. It's only $3.50 for this entire spool of ribbon. So that's great. We've got some little trinkets here. And these are some cute little ladybug trinkets. You can see them there. And these ladybug trinkets, I actually am going to be doing a door prize for tonight. And that whoever wins it will get all the projects that I create tonight, the 3 different projects, as well as these ladybug trinkets. And they're super cute. You can just add some glue dots and put them on your cards. They're pretty light, and they're in a, let's see, kind of a brass or an antique brass maybe color. What else is in this suite? So there's this stamp set or this bundle called Garden Wishes. I'm not going to chat about that today because that's carrying over. What is the Garden Memories, Dandy Garden Memories and More card pack. This is not carrying over. This is retiring. And instead of being $10, it's only $5. And I'm going to show you some projects with this little kit here. And then there also has a coordinating card and envelope. So number 5, the Dandy Garden Memories and More cards and envelopes are also going to be available. And both of these are on sale. So instead of being $20, you can get them for $10. And that's such a great deal. Now, the sad thing that I have to report is when I hopped online to look for the Dandy Garden or the Dandy laser cut paper, which is beautiful, this paper has sold out. So I am actually going to, I have an extra kit. Let me open it up here and share it with you, because anybody who placed an order with me in June is actually going to get into a drawing to get this kit, the paper for free. So the papers are laser cut, like it says. They're very delicate. So you've got this sheet here, so pretty, and it's separated by some tissue paper. And then I'm going to show you some projects that I created using this sheet. And these just pop out really easily, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. Unfortunately, they have sold out. They went on sale. I think these were 50% off, and some people out there that were super smart snatched them up because they make really beautiful, quick and easy cards. So I'm going to set this to the side, but this is going to be, I'm going to do a drawing with that for anyone who ordered for me during the month of June. All right, so let's show you our cards that we're going to do today. Actually, let me start off by showing you some of the, we're going to start with the cards and envelopes. So like I said earlier, the Memories and More, let me move this out of the way for a minute. Okay, so here are some of the cards in the Memories and More card pack. They include some sticker sheets, so you can stamp a sentiment on here if you'd like. And then here are some sentiments that are stickers. Thinking of you, thank you, happy birthday, every now and then, etc., etc. And then here are some of the cards. So you've got, let me see exactly how many you have here. You'll have, there's 50 cards total. You get 2 each of 18 different designs in the 3x4 size, which is this size here. And then in the 4x6 size, which is this size here, you're going to get 2 each of 7 designs. And so what these originally were designed for is for memory keeping. So you'll see some of the sentiments on here remind you of something that you would put in a scrapbook. And they also have opportunities for you to journal as well. But you can also take these and design cards with them if you wanted to. So here are just a few, and then I'm going to show you, here are the little cards. These are really easy too, because the size here, the 3x4, it's a really easy card size to design with. And the cards are really sturdy. I enjoy creating with these all the time. I actually have some other projects I'm going to show you for a stamp camp that I have coming up. So here are some of the designs again. Go kind of fast so you can see them. Here we go with the bees again, Life's an Adventure. So very grateful. So this would be great on a card front. Today was a great day. That could also be a card, or it could be for scrapbook, and then happy thoughts. So very beautiful, right? But originally designed for memory keeping and to memory keep in a very quick and easy way. I don't think I have my annual catalog with me right now, but in the annual catalog, you can find this right here. Hi, Amy. So this is our album. The album's only $10, and then you can purchase some inserts for $6, and you get several of them. And so I'm going to show you what I did with the designer series paper that coordinates with the Dandy Garden bundle or suite of products. And this is one of those 4x6 cards. I just put some designer series paper in here. I slid a card, one of the larger cards in there. And this would be such a great gift that you could give to someone. So the pack of clear sheets that you would use, that's $6 for one pack, and then the album itself is only $10. And then what you can do is you can put a big picture on here, and some of the sentiments, like I said before, our wonderful life. What a great way to start your scrapbook. And you just slide your pictures in here, and as well as the cards. You can put pictures on both sides, you can put cards on both sides. So I just grabbed a few that kind of reminded me of scrapbooking if this was something that you were thinking of as a gift, since this is only $5 for this pack. Let's see here, weekend getaway, so you could put slide a picture in there. I'm going to actually be going on a girls trip this weekend, and so this would be really fun. My family's coming with me too, but we're going to get away. The girls are going to kind of get away and do a wine tasting, and so that'll be fun. It'd be fun to maybe create some little mini scrapbooks for them. So weekend getaway, you can slide some projects in here or pictures. And then I just grabbed some that were kind of coordinating and stuck that in there, so you can see they just slide in and out just like this. And you can put two, or if you like the way the other side of the card looks, you can leave it. This says today is amazing, so you can journal in here. This is our happy place, and then here's another spot for journaling. You can put two pictures in there. Hooray for today. This one is sideways, so what I would do is I would slide another card in there. And then together is my favorite place to be. I love that. So cute. And I let this, let the color scheme kind of coordinate together with each page. So you'll see that the colors kind of match. And then when you put the pictures in, they're just going to look really great together. We've got an empty one here. So this particular one, this is one of the 4x6 cards. And then I was just playing around with it, not sure if I'm going to keep it this way, but I just put one of the smaller 3x4 cards on top of it. Okay, so it has a little bit of the white border. You could leave it like that and journal if you wanted to, or you could add that to it and then slide it in here. So it's really fun to mix and match and see what you come up with. And then just a couple, I'll have to work on this, especially if I decide to use this. And then right here at the very last page, I did the same thing again. It says, thank you very much. That would be great for just a card. Okay, but I stuck that in the middle there and slid that in. Okay, so that's what they were designed for, but I enjoy creating cards with them. Another thing you could do also is you could just take one that says you're so loved or whatever you want it, and just write a little note on it, and you can put it in your child's lunchbox or your husband's briefcase, or whoever, just a little note that you can give. All right, so the projects that I'm going to share with you guys tonight actually use the envelopes and the card bases that coordinate with that pack. So because Stampin' Up! Knows that some people don't scrapbook like that, then they want to take those cards and turn them into cards, then they actually offer this card base and envelope pack. So here are the card bases. There's 20 of them, so you'd be able to make 20 cards. And then here are the coordinating envelopes. And then on the inside, you can see it's got a really nice detail there. I took these plus the designer series paper that I showed you earlier, and I created these projects. So we've got this one here. Really simple cards. And these cards are actually not the same size as our typical cards that we create. They're just a little bit larger. And so that's kind of unique. And then you've got the coordinating envelope that goes with it, right? So I just took the stamp set and then some of the designer series paper. And I'm actually going to put one of these together for you, because those of you, like I said, who are getting the free card kit, you're going to get one of these in the mail. All the pieces to create this. Okay, let's grab some of those now and we'll get started with this first project. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. They're quick and easy cards for sure. All right, grab all my pieces out. Got my envelope here. All right, and I've already folded the card base in half, and on the inside of the card bases are white, so you don't have to worry about that. I took the Misty Moonlight. I just took the colors that coordinate with the designer series paper to create those cards. And I'm just going to add some adhesive here. I took a piece of the basic white, and I actually ran it through the embossing folder. Let's see, which one did I use? I used the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. When you're trying to come up with a way to add a little bit to a card without making it look too messy or too cluttered, these embossing folders are perfect. So I'm going to take some of this paper, This is the designer series paper that I cut down. When you get your card kit, you may not get the Misty Moonlight. You may get one of the other colors that I showed you earlier. It just depends on how we cut it. Okay, and then we're just gonna adhere this to the card. Oops. Did I break this already? So let me actually switch this out really quick. I have to pay attention when I'm using these Stampin' Seals to make sure that the tape doesn't run over the side of... Okay, let's put this together. Try this again. Okay. There we go. And then I'm just going to center that on the front. I'm going to take our little dragonfly stamp here, and I'm going to stamp this in the Misty Moonlight. The two dragonflies that are in the stamp set are essentially the same, except for one of them has a body that you can color in, and then this one is solid. So I really like the solid look for this particular card. So, oops, let me flip that over. We're going to punch this out, so I want to make sure that I stamp it straight on. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we'll take the bumblebee ink, and there's another stamp in the stamp set that actually colors in the wings. So I'm just going to stamp on here. You can use your stamping blends or markers. You can do just about anything to color in these wings, but I'm just going to use this stamp. And then if you turn it this way, you can stamp the other side. Now, it's not a perfect stamp, so don't feel like it needs to be perfect. You can see that there. It just adds a little color quickly and easily. Hi, Leanne. I'm glad you made it. Okay, so we're going to trim off the bottom here so that I can punch this out. So here's that coordinating punch. It punches out two different dragonflies. I'm just going to slide this dragonfly in and center it. And punch them out. Okay. Now we're going to take this little die cut. This is one of my favorite new die cuts, and I definitely will see myself using this all the time. I was heartbroken when the stitch shapes were discontinued, so I'm so happy that they came out with something else. Okay, so with this, I'm going to choose this sentiment. Thank you for your kindness. So you've got several sentiments. Thank you for your kindness. Make good things grow all year long. For a true friend, and you're an inspiration. So we're going to do thank you for your kindness because I probably would use a thank you card the most. Ink this up. Okay. And then we have these little tiny, they look like butterflies. And I'm just going to add some of these butterflies to the background, as a background. Okay, to add this butterfly, I am going to just kind of bend the wings up a little bit to give it some dimension. I'm going to use our glue dots to put a couple glue dots on the back. I may have to redo this dragonfly since the bottom didn't quite stamp. So just like that, and then I'm going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, so this card is nearly complete. This card would look great with one of those little ladybugs too. So there we go. So that's going to be the first card in the free card kit for the month of June. Put some of this stuff away, and I have some more projects I want to share. One of the things, oh, I forgot to put embellishments on here. So these embellishments are retired, but I just thought that they went so well, and I had an extra pack. So those of you who get a card kit, you're going to get these embellishments in your kit. So we'll just add a couple of these on here. One here. Let's do one up here. And then one right here. Okay, so there we go. Now that card is done. Put these away and let me show you some more projects. Before I show you the projects, let me show you this cute little dragonfly here. If I can get it up. So this dragonfly is actually punched out of the designer series paper. Okay. You grab one of the papers here. Of course, I don't know where I stuck them. Okay. Oh, they're right in front of me. Okay, so let's find the paper. There's one that has a bunch of different dragonflies on it, and they're so cute. This one. So this paper right here has all these dragonflies that you can die cut or punch out with the punch. But if you were to slide this punch in, say you wanted to grab this blue one right here, you would accidentally die cut out the smaller one up top, and so you want to avoid that. So what I like to do, just because I like to use all of the little, I may want those little dragonflies later. So what I'm going to do is just cut around. So it's kind of fussy cutting, but not quite. It's fussy cut around this here. All right, and then we'll take a little Post-it note. Stick a Post-it note on there so that you can hold on to it. And then you're gonna slide it in, then you can kind of move it around. Line it up, and when you punch it, when you punch it out, you've got these beautiful already colored dragonflies. So one sheet of the designer series paper has that option. Here's the other side of it. So you can, I would definitely punch out all of these and use that. So yes, Leanne, the paper is actually still available. A lot of the paper has sold out. I just looked online before I got on. This pack of designer series paper is still available. So don't miss it, because the Dragonfly bundle has carried over. It's current. You can still buy it. It's not retiring. So now you'll have these two to work with together. So there's that. Oh, one thing I forgot to do, gotta put Winkostella on your dragonflies, of course. So add a little bit of Winkostella to the wings so that you can have them look a little bit iridescent. There we go. Now that card is done. Okay, let me show you some other cards that were created. And then I got to show you guys these cards that I absolutely love that I created, and then I got online and saw that the paper was no longer available, the laser cut paper. So wait for that. All right, so we'll go through these cards again. This one here, I did some in horizontal. There's that. All just using designer series paper from that pack. Okay, and then here are some projects, and if you're in my VIP group, which all of you that are watching right now are, but I will upload this to YouTube. So if you're in the VIP group, then you've seen some of these other cards that were created using the designer series paper. And then I love the ability to just dress up an envelope really quickly with designer series paper. I tried to do that with these larger envelopes, but our designer series paper is 6 by 6 and they don't quite fit all the way across that flap. So something to note. Okay, and here are some cards that we did for a team meeting. I think this was our December team meeting for the members of the Beehive. So they used the Dragonfly bundle, but they used a different pack of paper. So you'll see that paper here, and these are just it's just a softer look to this particular stamp set instead of those bright, vibrant colors. Okay, and last thing I want to show you with this bundle is I took the laser cut paper before I realized it was sold out, and I created these gorgeous and simple note cards. So I am so sorry that they sold out, but what I'm going to do is give away a pack of the laser cut paper. I have an extra pack. I'm going to give it away to those who use the host code for the month of June. So actually I'm going to do a drawing for it. I wish I had a pack for everybody, but I don't. So here are just some really quick and easy cards that I used with that laser cut. And what you do is just pop out the laser cut paper, and we actually don't even have any, we're not offering laser cut paper in the current annual catalog that I could see. The only thing that kind of resembles it would be the doilies, the little square vellum doilies. But you just add a little bit of adhesive to the back, and I could have added some more embellishments to these cards, but I thought they were just, keep it simple. The paper is just so beautiful. I added it to the coordinating cardstock and just popped it up on some Sahara sand. And let me show you in the current catalog, we've got another Memories and More card kit. I actually don't have all of it with me, but I did share a little bit of a sneak peek. I have a stamp camp coming up. Tomorrow's the deadline to sign up for it. So I showed the sneak peek where I used the paper. So this is just paper from the card kit that's in the current annual catalog, and created some projects using it. I won't open this up because it's a fun fold that I'm going to share with the stamp campers. But the other envelopes and paper, you can just take it and layer it on top of, so this is very similar to the Dandy Garden one, and it's got a coordinating envelope that you can get. And I designed 4 projects using just the product that's in the Memories and More card kit, and then I did 4 projects using some of the elements but making different cards with it. Okay, and you can see the card size difference there. Okay, so moving on. I used the Just a Note. This is not in the Dragonfly Garden stamp set, but it's a good segue into my next presentation, which I think I may hop off and hop back on to just, I'm going to break up the videos today. It makes it easier when I upload and download. But I used this stamp set from this kit. And let me find the kit in the catalog. Nope. I thought it was up front here. Okay. So on page 6 of the catalog, you've got the Hello Dear Friend, and this is an all-inclusive card kit, which is this one right here. I'm going to share with you some of the projects in here and what's inside in my next video. So hang tight. I'm going to hop off and hop back on. Thanks for stopping in.